Hello again. Whenever we hear that some refugees and asylum seekers are taking action through the British courts or seeking judicial review or something, we know at once that they have not themselves hired lawyers and that some troublemakers have offered their services for nothing. This is what has happened with the most recent case of this kind. Some Afghan asylum seekers were being housed in a London hotel and their teenage daughters attended a local school. Then the decision was made to move the families to another hotel a couple of hundred miles away, which displeased the refugees who were living in the hotel at the taxpayers' expense and didn't wish to move away from London. They claim that being in a hotel is like being in jail. Without wishing to sound at all callous, I do feel compelled to remark that if they really think that living all expenses paid in a British hotel is really like being in jail, then they might perhaps prefer to return to their own country, where I'm sure they'll be able to experience jail of a different kind. I bet they'd soon notice the difference. In the description to this video, I give a link to the BBC story about this, which talks about the disruption supposedly caused to the education of two 15-year-old girls as a result of moving to the north of England. The girls may be seen in the thumbnail to this video. The solicitor acting on behalf of these families says they were promised a warm welcome and it's quite chilling to now hear the Home Secretary argue in court that she owes no duty to have any regard to the best interests of the children that are affected by this important decision to uproot them and move them hundreds of miles. It was, of course, the families themselves who actually took the decision to uproot the children and bring them thousands of miles from Afghanistan to Britain. Having been provided with free accommodation, it's a bit rich now to insist that they should be put up indefinitely in this or that particular district and that their children should be entitled to go to whichever school they choose. The lawyers representing these ungrateful families are from a set-up called the Public Law Project, and I give a link to their accounts and annual report also in the description to this video. Their outfit has an income of an astonishing £1.5 million a year, and their remit seems to be to carry out stunts like the present one of causing needless trouble for the government by insisting that asylum seekers are entitled to live wherever they choose at our expense and send their kids to whichever school takes their fancy. I might remark that an awful lot of British children are unable to attend the school of their choice. It's something many families endure. They apply for their child to go to such and such a school, but are instead offered a place at a different one. Most of us just accept that this is how things work. We are not offered a free lawyer who will take our case to the High Court, as is happening in the matter of the Afghan girls who can't attend the school of their choice. The Public Law Project is funded by the usual suspects, including the Bearing Foundation and Esme Fairbairn. These are grant-making charities which are dead keen on handing over money to people who will fight for the rights of foreigners in this country. Hand on heart, have any viewers had family members who wanted their kids to attend a certain school and then been unable to get a place for them? It's common enough. Do you think that anybody would be likely to provide you with a free lawyer to take the case to the High Court to challenge the authorities about the decision? What on earth is going on that only the rights of foreigners in such cases seem to be worth fighting for?